I don't know if you've been through what I've been through, but corporate life isn't for me. And I figure that out every single day. And one of the things that I have been thinking about a lot is that I started the startup with like IT and like eBay and tech, and I really enjoy it. And I actually really like tech, but in the context of like a business, it's hard for me because I've never been someone who's worked and liked it. I always get bored, I always get tired, and I don't like working for other people. I get along with people, things work out, but it's one of those things where I feel like I could be doing more, right? Like more for my community, more for myself, more for others. And one of the most rewarding things about the IT stuff is that I get to help people who are having struggles with their stuff every day. I get to help them at a good rate, a good price. And I get to see them happy after things are done. I get to see them with their computer working. I get to see them with their apps working. I get to see them um, happy that their data came back, all this stuff. And it's just so much more rewarding. Like, it's rewarding when people say it in person at work, like, thank you. But it's a different kind of rewarding for the person every day. I think that one of the things I struggle with is that we are taught stability. We are taught to learn how to be stable. We are taught to go into a company, get a good job, 401k. Everybody says that, right? And I realized that you can do a lot of that stuff without having to be tied to a business. Now, is owning a business for everyone? No. But I co-owned a business with my father for a while, and we did like power washing and renovation stuff and everything. And I left that because I really wanted to do tech. I really wanted to do music. But the more I think about these things, the more I realize that it's okay to be different. It's okay to want something more for yourself. And the more I do this every day, the more I realize how much it benefits me, how much it frees up my schedule. And I know it's busy right now because I'm doing it full time and I'm doing this, but eventually I think I have to make a decision. Um, and that's one of the hardest things to do, especially when people worry, like my wife or anyone else, that the stability might run out. Self-employment's hard. Self-employment requires creating boundaries. It requires vast knowledge. It requires being able to tell people no, you can't do something. And to me, it requires transparency and honesty. And if there's one thing I don't like to do is deceive anyone. I tell them straight up what I can and cannot do. And I make sure that that's well known. I don't charge anyone until it's done. I want it to be exactly the way they want it to be. Um, and so applying that to my life, I think helps a lot because the more I think about being stuck in a job forever, the more it makes like my heart sink. It's not sounding dramatic, but I just can't imagine it. The joy I get from helping someone, the joy I get from making music just does not compare. And I know people talk about, oh, your passion is your work, and if you make your passion your work, then you'll get tired of it, things like that. But sometimes I feel like there's passions and then there's work passions. Like there's two different things. Like there are passions, like hobbies that you like to do. I like to go bike riding. That's a passion. I would never become a professional bike rider. I don't care to do that. I love playing video games. I don't want to be a professional, gamer or anything like that. There are things that you absolutely love that are a passion, a hobby, the things that you want to do in your free time to relax, to unwind, etc. And then there's work passions, things that you want to do to make money, but you know that 90% of the time or 80% of the time you would enjoy. Everyone doesn't like everything all the time, even when things are challenging and things that you like, hobbies and passions. You're not going to like them all the time. It's just nearly impossible because there are challenges that come with it. There's mistakes, there's opportunities. And I find that if you reconcile with that, you can really figure out what your work passion is. And so for me, my work passion is tech. My work passion is music. Those are the things I know I could work with and be happy about. And so moving forward, I think just hearing myself talk that I was confused before, but I think being self-employed is what I need. Not going to do it yet. I'm going to try and build up my clientele. I'm going to try to do some savings and things like that, the important stuff, but I think it would make me happy. And I want to do the things that make me happy. I'll see you tomorrow.